Well, that should do it. That should do it. That should do it. Pretty much good there. Intriguing. And hello, Blues. First one on the scene. Welcome, welcome. Average Joe, unexpectedly. Expectedly here. Hello, welcome. Well, just time constraints last weekend, that's all. The end is in sight. And hello, Logan. Not sure whether to move all of that or just this one part. It appears to be predictable, so that should be good then. You could take a little measurement. Oops. Need to slow it down a little bit. .8. That's kind of short. 2 pitches apart from each other. Yeah, I know. One's like a C minor, one's like a D minor. I have this wonderful tool at my disposal. It's called I don't know if I could find it. That's strange. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I was wondering where my circle of fifths went. I'm like, what? Where'd it go? I couldn't find it. It's just down there. Just out of sight. Well, I can bring that up about as quick as I need it, but 1.863. Oh, there it is. Oh, and what happened? Well, Aspen Attack, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Let me just give a quick over right there. And hello, you're in the chat as well. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I have this handy dandy circle of fifths right here. Ooh, that will kind of help me out with the pitches because I don't exactly have this memorized exactly. So you have 1.86307 on that first song. You plan to play more? Yes, I need to finish Dead Space 3. I want to do that this weekend for sure. We're right on the end of the game. We're about at the end of the game's front door, basically. So then we have the next song. Oops, wrong button. Tonight or tomorrow or both, whatever it takes to finish it. I believe this to be the measure divided by 1.59905. Okay, I got where spins. Oh no. Well, here's the problem. Remember, I can't really watch those really for fear of severe repercussions on the part of copyright issues. Yeah, them. So, I have to play it safe. My channel, as far as copyright goes, is already kind of sketchy. I don't need it to be more sketchy so far. Anyone who gets upset with me uploading their content just monetizes my videos and I make, a little bit of money off my videos. Not very much, not even $1. But, if they do that to 500 videos and make $500, well, you get the point. Yep. Never mind. So what? Nothing. Yeah, you should be set for today. I remember pulling the songs for that from my collection. They're in the temporary holding area, the mashup project folder. This is where I store a temporary copy of every single file I'm gonna use today, with much contingency for scrapping, of course. It takes a while to gather those together. On Dead Space Stream, okay, yeah, that's fine on Dead Space Stream, but not on this. So 16% on the bendy song. Oops, did I hit change tempo? I think I hit change tempo. I'm not liking this idea so much. Yes, this is what the request was for. I did not get that wrong. This is what it asked for. Let me give it a couple other attempts, see if we can figure something out. Okay. We got that. We got. Yeah, we should have a lot. You should have a very good lineup of mashups today for sure. Yeah, that's about the same. It'd be about the same number as the other one. Yeah, 16%, 15%. It's the same thing. We could try it though. So happy. My last day of class is Thursday. Nice. Nice. My last day of class is. So this is second to last week. This is the last week, Monday the 3rd. And then on Monday the 10th, I begin final exams. So that's not even the actual week of school. Yeah, me too. Good luck for me too on that. So, yeah, I'll take 3 final exams on Monday the 10th on December. And I'll take 1 more Wednesday and I'm done. Just like that, I'll be done. This seems to be working a little better. It's got some redeeming parts to it, that's for sure. So we're gonna have to loop. Let me hold off the changing tempo there. I need to loop mask DDD. So the basic structure is a loop here, a loop here, and we have the beginning of that loop here. So if we just take. We just take this little part. What's the buzzing I hear? Is it part of the song? I think Bendy may have buzzy parts, possibly. It could possibly count for what you're hearing. So we're gonna go ahead and gonna put a couple of these in here. It should loop seamlessly. Yep, it did. So given the tempo adjustment we're going to make, it should match about perfect. Looping point is not necessary because the song is already long enough as is, so that would be helpful. Bufo, did you see my question on my request? I'll have to take a look at that. Let's see here. You are... Let's see if I can find it. Yep, here's your request. I got it up. I'm doing my own supporting a mashup. You mean like you want to add something else to this? As like a collab? Like I know Hunter Shadow did a collab like once. And like someone did like a couple songs and he added a couple songs and together they made like the bigger mashup, I guess, out of it. We still got to get you album art so we can get your stuff posted or something like that if you want to do that. I'm trying to watch a computer fight smash. Oh. Nice. So it ended right here. I think it started to get a little off track. I need to slow it down ever so slightly to compensate. That's too much. We'll put it's probably 43. That's too little. Hopefully this is just right. Nope, that's too much. That's still too much. Okay, we'll just leave it at, well, how much is that even? That's like 2% of a second. A playthrough of one of my childhood games. Oh, so I don't know what you want it to make it of. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want your profile picture to be. Or like you know, mine's like the frog with the Bufosmixes on it. That's my album art. I don't know what we'd use for you. You'd have to tell me what you want me to make. Let's see here. Now it's starting to show itself in that it was not enough. So maybe it was necessary after all to include that little... No, that's not working. We'll try 45. That's actually perfect. I mean, they're almost practically down to like the millionth of a second perfect. So this is an advertisement. Alright, just what we need. Does it say anything about like square miles? That's what I was looking for. It was like square miles. Oh, here's a map from Google Drive or in Google Maps. Oh, that appears to be in the middle of a sea. That's interesting. Okay. Hello, Nuclear Stop. Welcome. Also, I'm currently thinking of Request 31 ideas. It's a big one. Stinking ahead. Yeah, did I tell any of you how I don't understand advertisements? Like, I've never bought any product or service from any advertisement or commercial ever. And I fail to see how these things even work. Like, how did these things even work? I don't get why anyone would pay any money for advertising. No, there was not a stream last week. I had some kind of time constraints. What's the word? Imposed upon me last weekend. Well, I've already determined in my mind what games I'm going to buy. No advertisement can really influence that, at least for me. I already know what I intend to get and what I do not intend to get, and they can't really change that either way. So I keep seeing advertisements for the same stupid games, stupid League of Legends, stupid, some other stupid game that I see an incessant amount of advertisements for. Walcott. World of Warcraft, that game that just will not die, ever. Just keeps going on and 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 on. That is not a solution to that problem. Like Ridley. Yep. I remember in the like the 2000s. Like the not 20 teens, but like the 2000s, that was still a popular game. It's just like, does it ever end? Does it ever end? Interesting. When I was a kid in elementary school and used to see it all the time, I know, right? Like, it's just been around that long. It's just been around for a long time. And for some reason, people still play it. I can't imagine why. No, really, I can't imagine why. It's older than your nephew? Wow, how old's your nephew? I mean, yeah, I could see anyone born after its release date, it would be older than, by definition. Or by default, I mean, not by definition. He turned 8. So the game is running for 8+ years. Yeah, I remember in junior high, it was like being brought up. You're older than Warcraft? How old is Warcraft? Oh, wait, that's the same game we're mentioning. Yes, that long. I have no interest. I have absolutely no interest in him either at all. Not any squat. Which is why I said that these League of Legends advertisements are so stupid, because I'm like, I'll never ever play this game. But the advertisers don't know that. Well, actually, I do have a nice wiretap right here. Apple. Wiretap. It listens to everything you say. So basically, if I mention something, if I mention a product or a brand, it'll advertise to me on Facebook and things like that for that product. But, you know, despite the fact that I tell them that I will never play League of Legends, it still advertises it to me. So It will never stop. Okay. So this is mostly done. I need to change some pitches around here. C minor, D minor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We need to make it 4. So we need to lower the D minor track by 1 half step. Interestingly enough, is the bending heat machine track. So here we go. -1. That way we get 4 half steps, and we can make it a compatible pitch. Oops. I got a lot of leftovers in the fridge. So do we. Fantastic, fantastic leftovers. We got maybe like a day's worth or so. We'll have enough leftovers for today. But yeah. Yep. Lower BOM. BOM, depending on what that means. Oh, build our machine. Yeah, I considered doing that, but then there were parts that didn't quite balance out well. Like this part probably. I could just raise this part up by like one unit of volume. Decibels. Yeah. It's one of the tracks I'm working with here. So if I just take this portion, I raise the portion up. 1.85, that works for me. And then perhaps this portion too. That way we keep the volumes consistent. Uh-oh. Wrong button. Try to keep the volumes consistent. Oh, that's probably fine. That's probably fine. Okay, so that should probably do it. Oh, what did we want to call this? What did this? Did anyone give it? Did they give a suggestion? Nope, they did not. Well, what in the world do we call this? We have 2 track names. We have Builder Machine and we have Masked DDD. And we have also alternate name The King's Revenge. Perhaps The Machine's Revenge could be a title I could work with. I can't see it being anything else. If anyone has any ideas, you're certainly welcome to jump in, but I think this will probably do it. Mashup number 709. Anyone wants to chime in, but I think the name will do it. Can't think of anything else. Okay. Let's see, and this is Kirby Bendy Mix. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it, and that should do it. Next up on our itinerary, we'll see how this goes. We'll be testing the theory that quadraxis. Oops, I definitely did not want to click that. Go away. We'll definitely be testing the theory whether or not quadraxis actually works with everything. because this was a rather odd track to listen to. And as such, let's see here. So we have Quadraxis theme, and we have this theme of 7 force, whatever that is. And did I already post it? I did already post it. Yup. Refresh the cache. So on to the next. MP 249 for Quadraxis theme. Okay, so Quadraxis theme, as we already know, has a definitive measure length of 4.34043. One of these days I'll have that number memorized, but as of now I do not. Welcome back. We got a Quadraxis mix. Oh, okay. That's kind of loud. That's actually very jarring. Yeah, with this very odd track. We'll see how it does. It doesn't seem to be very dynamic. It kind of stays very the same. Oh boy. Approximately 3.4 to be verified. Yeah, 3.5. I was close guess. Close enough guess. Great. It's either 2/3 solution or a very high tempo change. Okay, let's go ahead and see how bad the damage is. No, I did not want to do that. Go away. 3.4. 896. 1. And my num key stopped. My num lock got turned off. Great. 3.4. 8961. Ew, math. Well, I had to do math to calculate the tempo changes. Okay, 24%, that's not bad. Not bad. I expected it to be worse. And yet we use math every day. I use math. Math is beyond basic algebra. I don't use math. I don't use any math except in terms of complexity. I don't use any math ordinarily except for basic algebra and geometry and some basic trigonometry. I don't use any advanced algebra. I don't use any calculus at all in my daily life. Not an iota of it. Basic geometry, basic algebra, and basic trig I'll use every now and then. But beyond that, like, I don't really need much. Yeah, calculus is like the worst of them all, so don't touch it if you don't have to. This is very peculiar. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant, Logan. That's what I thought you meant from the beginning. That's how Haunter Shadow did it. He has one collab on record, and that's how he did it. Didn't actually alter the number at all. Oh, and I think what Rex is... Well, I'm still playing with the volume because this other song is jarringly loud. Like, if you listen to it at full volume, it's just... Whew, it's just very loud. I don't know if you could... I don't know if it quite comes through and doesn't... I can't speak. I don't know if it quite comes through in the stream, but it's very loud. Taking welding instead of geometry. Welding's probably more useful than geometry, actually. In all honesty, not a bad choice. So I see just the intro of the song. In general, just has to be turned down. It is so stinking loud. Okay, so we got that kind of balanced out. We got the tempo. Why would they make music that just hurts the ears that much? The song is just dreadful to listen to. No offense to the composers or anyone who's a fan of the game, but it's just terrible. The song's terrible. Oh, look at that. This program has handled quadrexes so many times it instantly figured out what its approximate BPM is. %, 24%. It's the same, practically the same thing. We'll try it. I would prefer that it worked after all. I just realized I double stacked the tempo changes. That's bad. Don't want to do that for sure. This is not a good idea. Just putting it out there. I forget who sent this in. Oh, okay. Hamster did. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, while this does work, it's absolutely dreadful to listen to. Just because that one song from that older game is just dreadful to listen to. Pretty much why the whole thing is dreadful to listen to, unfortunately. I mean, maybe a pitch change, which was probably going to have to happen. I haven't checked the pitches yet, but sounds like it will have to happen. May or may not even fix how terrible this is. I need to extend it slightly so I can get it over to the loop point of Quadraxis. I've not listened to any of a Skylander soundtrack. I understand Spyro's in it for some reason, but beyond that, I can't tell you much. I don't even know why I cut that piece off. Probably didn't need to be done. How do I think I'm gonna do this? I'm just doing a little bit of a finicking with it because I'm trying to make the loop point like perfect. Despite the fact that it does not actually have to be perfect, I'm making it perfect. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I know what we can do. We can just do something silly like... Oops, wrong button. We do something silly like this and use that. That'll tell me what I need to know. Yeah, that'll do it. So if I did that correctly now, the loop point should be right there. Yep, that's correct. As intended. Okay, now let's get this terrible piece of work going. It's not a good idea. But it worked. I got it to work, but it's just not a good idea. That's the conflict. I was thinking it could be a collaboration. Yeah. Sure, we could try that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this idea at all, unfortunately. E flat minor. There it is. And that's going up with G minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's unfortunate. Because it says they're already good. So I could lower quarter access by 1 and it still would technically be acceptable. I doubt that'll fix how terrible it sounds, but we could always try. It's just an absolute terrible idea. I'm sorry to say. It is not a good idea at all. But I got it to work. Sorry, Hamster Zerg. I got your request to work, but I don't very much like it. Of course, it doesn't, I don't have to like it. It just matters that the requester likes it. That's all that really matters. That's what they asked for after all, so... Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, that's saved. We'll go ahead and export that. See, this game was called... what was this game called again? I don't even remember. It was called Gunstar Heroes. Okay. Metroid Gunstar Heroes mix. I went into this thing expecting it to be very strange, and it, lo and behold, was. Very strange. Oh well, I'm hoping some of the other mashups this week are going to be good. Hoping to have some good home runs here. Not that this is any fault of my own. I put an effort, as you can see, with all this delicate cutting. It's just a bad idea. Simply all it is. Next up, this should be easy. It's a dual mix. Surprise, surprise. It's actually an official remix of the song. So both the franchise. So both songs are from the same franchise. They're both To Who, but one is an official remix of the other. So yes, shouldn't be too hard to scramble that together really fast. Not that scrambling things really to get together really fast is what the goal is, but that's what happens when people request dual mixes. They're either really easy or they're really not. I think I found what could work with phase 1 already. Well, I have yet to listen to it. You always put effort in, Bufo. I do try. But never let it be said that I do not try to make things work. And I did make that one work. It's bad. I got it to work, but it's still bad. It's not. It's still... Even if I make a mashup and complete it to its end, if it's a bad idea, it's still a bad idea in the end. Even if I finish it, you know... But you know, the plaque says, you shall never deny a request, even the most ridiculous request, you know, to quote SpongeBob. Almost word for word the same, except for one word. Which instead of guest, uses request twice. Nice. I think Infinite said there was a problem with that track. I think he told me that there's a problem with it. So I think they might be that one that he was talking about. Never deny a request, even the most ridiculous request. No, it's request 2 times. Both times it's request. You don't know what a G minor effect is? I could demonstrate really quick. You just take any song you want, okay? Let's say it's this one. Mario Bros. Invincibility theme, which someone requested for a mashup later on. Right, okay, so that's that. So I could just take this, okay? Take that. Copy that. Change the pitch by, say a good -2 half step. We take this other one, we raise it by, say a good 2 half step. And this is G minor effect. And that's G minor. It happens with 2 almost the same songs. So if these 2 songs, which are remixed of one another, produce a G minor effect, I have to change the pitch on one of them. So yeah. That's the G minor effect. That's what happens. It happens in remixes sometimes. For example, the Infinite Theme 1 and Infinite Theme 2 from Sonic Forces does produce variable amounts of this effect depending on how you splice them up. Actually, that was probably one of the least interesting songs to possibly put the G minor effect to. Here's something a little more interesting. Supporting Me. I'll be using this later for Logan's request, but I'll show you the same effect here. It's a little bit more interesting. Woo! See how that sounds? That's a G minor effect. Now, some may find this interesting. I personally don't. Yep, so that's that effect. Not very good. Still listening for it though. I just realized the one was overpowering the other one the entire time. Oops. Minor oversight. They're about even now. They're about even. We can keep it there. I like that accordion though. Fantastic. That was easy. Fantastic. Interesting. I'm gonna have to locate that picture I used. I think I used the character's theme that these songs are one other time. And I'm trying to find my picture I used for the album art, because I'm probably going to reuse it as I always do. Problem is, I don't know what I actually called the file. So I'm trying to find it. There's a hint. Oh, I see. It was hidden in there. There, I found it now. Fantastic. Okay. We are set to move on. Title. What could title be? Who requested this? Bill Cipher did. Got to find the request, see if they suggested a title. Nope, they do not want to suggest a title. Great. Made by food, collard greens, ham, potato salad, testing in the main ingredient, turkey. I'm talking about, what in the world am I going to call this mashup? So we have two titles. Occult Attract. And the other one is Occult a la carte. I have a cook called Occult a la Tract. And that sounds kind of silly. But honestly, I can't think of anything better. So, and the requester didn't want to suggest anything, so huh. Yep, we'll just call it that. I can't think of anything better, and no one has suggested otherwise, so I think we'll just do that. 711. Oops, I forgot to. Oops. Oops. Oh, it won't be long now before I'll be able to switch the year from 2018 to 2019. That's coming up in like a month. And then the metadata for mashups will have to change. Interesting. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Here we go. And this is a two-who mix only. Fantastic. Okay. We're trekking along nicely here with our third mashup of the stream being completed. We are going to now move on to number 4, which is requested by Infinite the Everlasting. He was doubtful whether or not this would work or not, so we'll see how this does. We'll see if it works or not. So we have this, and what was the other one? It was the that's right, the supernatural. So we'll just take those. We'll upload them for keying. This wonderful keying software does a fantastic job. Yeah, the little intro we all know. I don't remember whether or not they said they tried this one and they didn't get it to work, or if they did not try this one but they were doubtful whether or not it would work. I don't remember either way, but there's an ounce of suspicion whether or not this will actually work, I guess. Either I kept track of the beats incorrectly, or it is one off, which is a peculiar circumstance to be in. Whew. Oh, one off. That could be explained easily by this little beginning portion, which would easily throw off. Yeah, that'll do it. So that's actually an intro. Now it's perfect. Now it's perfect. That'll do well. So maybe Infinite, if he had tried this, did not detect this little inconsistency that I have just picked up on. But perhaps they did. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah. So we're gonna have probably to double, make this 2-to-1 ratio. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Otherwise, we're gonna have a ridiculously high percentage tempo change, and that is not desirable in the least. 71.4 divided by that minus 1 times 100, multiplying infinite scene by only 5%. That's pretty good. That's troubling. we'll turn down the tempo a little bit, see if we fix it that way. Still not quite enough. Maybe try 14. Nope. Maybe try 12. Nope. We'll try. Oh, your request is next. I believe you're correct about that. I look forward to it. I hope it works. It'll be a little bit fun time trying to get it together, but once it's together, it should be pretty good. I'm hoping. It combines a lot of two of my very favorite video game tracks of all time. I immensely like both of them. Quite a lot. Oh, that was perfect. You couldn't have asked for it to be any better than that. Oh, they loop at almost the exact same point too. It's like so perfect. This is great. I just need to slightly, ever so slightly. Let's see, what do we have it at? -5. Need to ever so slightly increase the tempo. And we should be golden just like that. Well, overall, that's pretty successful. Oh, we got a comment. I see. Yes. And this one. They loop at the exact same point. I couldn't ask for better. Ooh, let's not do that. I could not ask for better. We don't kind of want to. Oops, I definitely did not want to do that either. Stop it. There we go. Yeah, I figures I'd do something like that. Well, thankfully there's a simple solution. We'll fix it right away. We'll just swap those, I guess. Okay. Yep, those are good. Locked in place. Okay, perfect. There we go. Fantastic. Aha, I've made the discovery that I need to make. We shall lower infinite theme by 1/2 step. And that'll produce the effect we so desire. The desirable effect of better matching pitches. Yeah, it's gonna be a very long intro. We'll just go ahead and cut off a good little sliver of that. Yep, that worked out perfectly. The whole thing came together perfectly. See, did he give a suggestion for title? I forgot to check. Let us see. Yeah, they did, but I don't like it. That's a funny state of things. Interesting. Well, this one is done. It is very good. Well, that turned out fantastic. I think I see the problem that Infinite must have been experiencing, and that's this little thing right here. Oops, that little sliver right there is probably what threw off the whole thing for him. This little tiny 1-beat intro was probably all it took to throw off the entire project. Ha! Oh, what? What did I do that for? Oh no! Stop! 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 No! No! I totally forgot to load in the metadata. How could I? Yes, replace. Okay, fantastic. That's that. On to the next. And we have Logan's request. So that was number was that 1, 2, 3, 4. That was number 4. So this is number 5 here. It's yours, Logan. Hopefully you're actually in the stream. Not a lot of activity going on right now, so I have reasons to suspect that activity is pretty low. Okay. Oh, you're still good. Okay, so we're about to start this. Well, we are starting this now. I always remove that little intro first. I always put it back in later. We'll put the intro in at an appropriate time. Okay, so put that back at the end. This song also has a decent intro, which we also shall save for later. I see the precise point where this part begins. Is right here. All right, we're gonna go for tentative. I just realized this has the exact same BPM as Quadraxis' theme, which means I now have to do that. I'm going to put it in the list now. Supporting Quadraxis. Yes, because Quadraxis' theme is also 3.43, which means no tempo change at all if I were to do this combination. Oh, wait. No, that's 4.34, not 3.40. Whatever, I'll still do it. Could be fun. It's 4.34, not 3.43. They're like the inverse of each other. I muted the stream? No, I didn't. You must have muted it. I'm still live. It is a problem on your end. My end shows audio coming out. I could even do something as silly as that, where I play the live stream in the live stream. I don't know. You should hear something. If you don't hear something, it's probably your fault. It's on your, not your fault, but it's probably on your end. Well, then again, if I'm saying this, you can't hear it, then you can't hear it anyways. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's on his end. It's not on mine. Yeah, my end shows all good to go. Ooh, what is that? Nope, go away. I need to turn off Twitch notifications. I don't even use the thing half the time. I'm reckoning that they will, yes, have to be sped up. I'm going to attempt a 2-1 ratio mashup, which could sound just fine because I think I actually counted 2 supporting me tracks measures when I should have only tracked 1, but it'll be fine either way. But yeah, you guessed correctly. It'll be 3.9943. Why did I bring that up? I do not know. Divide by 3.4303. Minus 1 times 100. 16% faster on Bassmaster. We sped up Bassmaster many times before. Bubble Bassmaster. Yeah, that's hilarious. One of these days we'll have to make a meme based off that. Now I can hear. Yeah, like I said, it was on your end. It wasn't on my end. It wasn't anything I could do or have done differently. Yeah, Bassmaster's coming down a lot. Do you see what I see? I need to change the tempo slightly. What happened to the intro? I saved it for later. Were you not here when I did that? It's literally in the back. Nothing happened to it. That'll be put back in the end. When I'm done with the rest of it, they'll go back in. As I always do, after all. I don't see what you see. I saw a desync. Whoops. You can see it right here. Or, right here. Working on that desync. We'll get it resolved. Still not quite fixed. 55. Bubble Bassmaster. Yeah. It sounds so good when the pitches are matched up. Another desync? How dare it? This will take a little bit of work to refine it. It's going to sound so good when the pitches are matched up finally. Oh, we got a minor desync again. We'll get this sorted out. And hopefully it's not a red flag of incompatibility. But thus far... Uh-oh, that was too much. Well, no, that's actually probably perfect. Don't worry, it will be. Hold up that... Whoops. I was about to say, hold up, that was my loop point. Like, hold up, that was my loop point. It's like, whoa, that's my ride. Like, that's my loop point. It's just someone's video. I don't know if he if he was smart, he would have copyrighted his video and would have made it so that you can't publicly air it on YouTube. Otherwise, you'll be penalized or something like that. As all good YouTubers like to do. That's how I have it set up on my other channel. Only I don't quite get as much So, intros. Oh, it's perfect. It's so good. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Notice these parts are like lined up. It's like perfect. Oops, I changed it to. Well, you get the point. It's anyway, there's your information, Joe. But I need to change the pitch. Bassmaster will be going down by 1/2 step, understandably so. It should sound pretty good. Bassmaster usually sounds pretty good lowered by 1/2 step. It's pretty interesting video. The whole thing doesn't actually hold. The whole sandwich like falls apart because it's too big. But it actually looks like it could be pretty tasty though. It could be good. So I did that correctly, right? B flat minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Oh, that was not right. No, it's supporting me. Yeah, I know, it's not supporting me that gets lowered by 1. Wait. Yeah, I was considering lowering oh, you mean the volume. See, the problem is the volume changes when you change the pitch. Certain parts of a song stand out higher than other ones, and thus your initial volume change does not really stay relevant once you change the pitch. I thought you were talking about pitch. It's actually supporting me whose pitch needs to change, not Bassmaster's. Interestingly enough. And that will change how the volume needs to be changed. Wait, hold on a second. Did I do that loop correctly? No, that was correct. Well, let's see here. So yeah, raising that puts it at, lowering that rather puts it at 6, and 2, 3, 6, and 7 are bad, but 4 and 5 are good. So this is currently at 4. I personally really like the harmony here at 4. 6 is not correct though. It's just not. It's not right. 6 is what we would call what's the word? Instead of harmony, it's a cacophony. It's the opposite of harmony. 5 was leaving them at their natural pitches with no modification at all. That was 5. 6 would be lowering bass. Look what you have me saying, Joe. Bassmaster lowered by 1 puts us at 6, which is what we would call cacophony, the opposite of harmony, and we're looking to get harmony. 5 is natural pitches with no modification at all, and the one that I really like, because I think the harmony sounds better, is 4, which lowers supporting me by 1. There are places where cacophony actually works, believe it or not. Actually, the very guy who composes music of Bassmaster, David Wise, actually makes use of cacophony in several different pieces in his music, which we would all say he's a musical genius. And despite the fact he does utilize cacophony in very appropriate places, it's an interesting point to consider. Perhaps we can give we can give the cacophony a listen. Let's give it a listen. We can give it a listen. It's not traditional by any means, but it's what David Wise might do, because David Wise composed Bassmaster. And David Wise does use cacophony every now and then, so let's give it a listen. A hear. Ooh, that's weird English. Okay, so that is interesting. I can't decide which one I like better. So I'm actually going to make 2 versions of it. I'm gonna make the harmony version at 4. I studied music for years, my friend, and the proper sites Mr. Boss 7 uses the same tools to do her music. I like the cacophony. So yeah, I'm gonna make two versions. I'm gonna make a harmony version of 4, and I'm gonna make a cacophony version of 6. So I agree there are some definite highlights of the cacophony version. Although the part where the cacophony is most strong, I do not find very agreeable. But there are some strong points in it, though, for sure. So I will make 2 versions just for the sake of, hey, this is kind of interesting. Supporting the unbreakable Biomaster. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I think your suggestion was something along those lines. So this is the harmony one. We'll achieve harmony by lowering this one by 1/2 step. And yeah, and I'm now the highest ranking requester. Yeah, because Stickman hasn't been keeping up with requests. If they had kept up with it, they probably would have beat you, but they have not kept up with it though, so yeah. Like I said, if they had kept up with it, it'd be a different story, but they didn't. There was a long time where they didn't request anything, so each. Okay. So we go ahead and export that. No, wrong. Stop. There we go. KC Sonic. Not Sonic with a capital O. Mix. H. Oh, that's a long export time. About 8 seconds to render the whole thing. Okay. And then we have the cacophony one over here. Go ahead and change that. Done. Saved. Edit metadata. Cacophony. Oh wait, the word's not cacophony, it's dissonance. Oh. I think. Let me look it up real quick. Cacophony. Okay, that's right. Oh, they're both correct. Dissonance and cacophony mean the same thing. Six. DKC Sonic Mix. And we're going to probably have another 8 seconds of rendering time. Oh, no. The cacophony one randomly takes 50% longer to render. Don't ask me how or why, but it does. I wonder if that's the cacophony showing. It takes twice as 50% longer to render. That's peculiar, actually. It's quite peculiar. It's almost as if the software itself is resisting. Five minutes long for a standard one-time loop. But it takes less time to... Okay, that's interesting. Make sure I didn't just accidentally just mess it up. No, I didn't. Okay, so that's that. We should have two very good versions. All right, fantastic. On to the next one. This is our... busy all day on vacation. Awesome. Have a good rest of the stream. Oh, no. You want to hear it now? I could just show it to you now. It turned out very, 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 very good, actually. You want to know why he had some difficulty with it? This little one-note intro right here messed up the whole thing if you don't factor that in. But factor it in, and it's fantastic. Oh, you don't have headphones. Never mind then. It won't do you very good. Huh. Well, never mind then. If you can't hear it without headphones, then I guess, what's the point? But yeah, just a little segment kind of messed up the whole thing. Interestingly enough. Anyways, this is what's next. I already know this one will work because we did something very similar to it before using the whatchamacallit guy, the Berserker Lord and the Berserker Knight theme. This is the same theme but remixed for the Dig or Not, and we did the same thing before. It worked before, it'll work now. So oh, that's a long... Well, it's not a longer track. This track's just short. Dig or Not. It's a fantastic theme. Despite the fact that I still have not beat Samus Returns, I barely even started it. Yeah. Oops. And yet I kind of already know some things about it that I probably shouldn't know if I had actually intended to play spoiler-free. But it was inevitable that such things would eventually leak out for someone like myself. That's a 18-second long intro. Fantastic. .82 401. The other one is yeah, like I said, I already know that this combination will work because I did something very similar to it before. What did I call the last one? I don't even remember. A Robo Berserker? I could call this one like the Digger Brood or something like that. The Robo Berserker. Well, that was the last one. This one is this one, though. Oh, right. You're a little bit behind. I already found out the title. perfect. The pitch is the same. The tempo is the same. The loop point is the same. How does this even happen? I've never actually had that happen before, ever actually. I've had tempo and pitch the same before, but never. No modification needed, absolutely at all. None. No modification at all required to get this to work. That has never ever happened. No pitch change, no tempo change, and no loop point change. Fantastic. This is like a perfect mashup. No edits at all required, like none. The pitch is the same, the tempo is the same, the loop point is the same. Like that literally has never happened before. The odds of that happening must be approximately 1 in 1,000 or so. I probably won't get another one like that until I'm in the upper 1,000s of mashups several years from now. 4 years from now. Ooh. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's the wait a minute? No modification required in any way, shape, or form. Are the odds better if complete package. The complete package. What do you think of Digger Brew? Did you suggest something else that I just didn't pay attention to? I'll have to take a look. Did you suggest anything? Robo Digger? I don't know. That's just something about that doesn't quite sound so pleasant. Robo Digger. Digger Brood. You like it better? Okay. Now I don't have to feel bad. Now I don't have to feel bad about rejecting your proposal or your suggestion. It's a title suggestion. That's why I say suggestion and not what would you like to title it, because sometimes people come up with things that I could think of something that I think is better. And many times they come up with something that I just could not top. And that's many times, actually. That I just can't think of anything better. But sometimes I can think of something better. At least in my opinion, something better. I think it rolls off the tongue a little better. Comments. First ever 3-way no modification needed. No modification of tempo, pitch, or loop point. Never happened before. I gotta make a note of it in the comments of the metadata. And then when you get the file and you download it, and you download the mashup from Google Drive, and you look in the metadata, you'll be able to find this little memento to the no tempo, no pitch, and no loop point modification. First ever. Probably won't be another one for a long time. Probably several years. Based off the fact that it took 1 in 716 to produce one like this. Metroid Mario. Whoops. Mario mix. Yeah. What? Huh? Okay, that I'm kind of puzzled by what that means. But we'll try it, I guess. Hopefully that does not impact quality. Whatever it is that it's talking about. No impact in quality. It's good. Fantastic. And now, at a record time, 2 hours in, we're actually on to our 7th mashup. Meaning that I did every mashup on average 50% faster this time than I did on average. Which may mean that I'm getting better at this, but then again, we had the dual mix and we had the 3-way no modification needed, which could account for the 50% increase in average time. Actually, that would probably do it. So the 6th one is an idea of my own that was inspired off of another request I uploaded a few days ago. The Spyro Night in the Woods mix I posted. That Night in the Woods track inspired me to make this idea, which uses the same track. So yeah, we got this. And we got this. So this should be interesting. You'll see why I thought of this. Well, maybe. I mean, you'll probably will. They have a little beat in them that's the same. I may have to do some modification to timing. Oh, nice. This will be nice. 3.6907. Minus 1 times 100 equals 4%. And we're actually working with an AIFF, an Apple lossless codec, and a FLAC, which is another lossless codec, audio codec. Both files just coincidentally happen to be very high quality, so should be good. What is that? Okay, these are desyncing from each other a little bit, and I need to fix that. -5. So we need a little less tempo change, maybe. Maybe a little less than that even. Try like 4. Nope. Try like 3.95. That was actually too little. Try 3.98. Still too little. 3.99. That's probably about right. How was it? You're still synced up well, looks like. I might choose this as an arbitrary loop point. Mexico.
You finally did.
Another advertisement that no one cares about. Telling me to buy a Ford. Too bad for you, Ford. I already own a Ford. What's happening? Truck crosses train track at the worst possible time. Oh no. Wow, everyone's getting out of the area. Yep. That's what you get. That's what you get. Although it doesn't look like that could have hurt the truck driver. That just looks like you just got fired from your company and cost your company a lot of money and damages. All right, so I'm just gonna arbitrarily put the loop point like right here, despite the fact that this isn't really a loop point. They tell people that in driver's ed that Mexico doesn't follow the rules. Yeah, basically any other country that's like not first world don't follow the rules. So even Mexico, which is probably second or maybe in 2.5 world, still don't really do what they're supposed to be. I mean, the government's totally corrupt, and the rules aren't exactly good. Well, that would be a good rule. Don't do that, but go the other direction. All right, fantastic. Got this mostly well developed. Just a few minor changes are going to be required, and we'll be on our way. Yeah, it's like, were they in that much of a rush that they had to try to make it, and they clearly didn't. Okay, I got my fade out point. That's good. We're gonna have to make. There's two possibilities here for the tempo. We either lower this one by 1 or lower this one by 2. We'll see which one sounds better. Astral airship battle buildup. Nice. $717. So we can try. Oops, wrong button. We can try lowering this by 1. Whoops, wrong button again. -1. Very good. This is very good. This works. Oh, that worked out. This is whoa, that loop is very long. I did not even notice it was that long. Ah, oh well. Both these games have very long titles that I have to acronymize. Is acronymize even a word? I don't even know. Acronymize. I tend to just invent words on the fly. Oh, nope, that one already exists. Acronymize. Yep. That was proper use of the word, and I'd never even heard the word used or attempted to use before. I literally just didn't make up that word. That word already existed. Now, one of the words that I made up that I still use is antimonious. Antimonious is kind of like it's the idea of if two things are antimonious, they clash with each other, they contradict each other, they don't meld well. You could say that two incompatible tracks are antimonious. Evidently, that word does not exist. I've tried searching for it. I swear it is, but it's not, I guess. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't technically exist. Now, there's a chemical term for the element antimony, but yeah. No more making mashups. Now we make words. Make up words, yes. Lupuline. Is that a adjective describing something which appears to be dog-like? Canid-esque? Anyhow. That's done. And we finished 7 mashups in 2 hours 20 minutes. Average time is 3 hours 30 minutes. We saved 1 hour 10 minutes. That's good because I'm trying to finish up the remainder of my homework for forever. I finished my last paper. I just need to proofread it a couple more times. I have a couple more assignments in one class. I finished all my drawing assignments for drawing class. I think I did. Yeah, there's very little left. The end is in sight. We're almost there. I've almost completed it. I'll have time for once. It'll be an interesting stage in life, to say the least. Anyways, that's that. I got enough content for next week, so I am going to go ahead and be off on my way. Homework: top 10 final pastas of real life. Average Joe, I just finished the last mashup for the next week. So I'm saying I'm probably going to head off here. I appreciate the viewership as always. I thank you for your continued